Hi, I'm very excited to invite our guest for speaker for the day because I know already how challenging it is to start one social initiative. Neither social entrepreneur with offer two wheelchair accessibility startups. The first one is Namai City, and the second one is I Break the Barrier. He's a paraplegic due to a spinal cord injury in 2014. He's a TEDx speaker and he has shown so much improvement since his accident. And his YouTube video about exercise is one of the top most watched videos on YouTube. And my name is Shubhika Kalra. I'm the co-founder of Wings of Angels. Wings of Angels is a CDA recognized social initiative that aims to make Dubai and then the whole world wheelchair friendly. We built over 1,000 wheelchair ramps in Dubai till now, and we create awareness. First of all, we find out about the places that don't have wheelchair access. Then we convince them to become wheelchair accessible. So please welcome Pratik Khandelwal. Hi Pratik.
Hi, Shobika. It's my pleasure to be here and have this interview with you because you have been my role model since before I started my accessibility initiative.
That's so
I used
sweet.
I used to look up because I had no idea how to go about ramping places, and I used to go online and search people who have done similar work, and then I found you, and yeah, it's such a joy for me to have you in front of me today and talk to you.
Thank you so much, Pratik. Thank you. First question I would like to ask you a little bit about your childhood and about your accident. Yeah.
So I was born and brought up in Jaipur, and then I shifted to Bangalore for my engineering. And then I'm a software engineer, and then I worked with Infosys for around 4 years. After which I started my own business here, which is exports of granites and marbles. This was all till 2014. And in 2014, I had this accident where I was in this under construction building and I was going down the steps. And as you know, in under construction building on the steps, the railings are not there. So I slipped and I fell vertically down 2 floors and I had a spinal cord injury, which was an incomplete spinal cord injury and at T12, and that left me as a paraplegic and with a paralysis waves down. And yeah, that was the story of my childhood and how the injury happened.
And what made you didn't give up? Like why you went on?
Because I think with a spinal cord injury came a lot of problems because paralysis was just one of the problems. Because of the nervous system damage, there's so many other functionalities of your body that go completely wrong. And with this kind of an injury, what also happened was where I was also given a life where you're only treated as a patient all your life, and pity and sympathy becomes just a part of your life. People don't know how to talk to you. Friends no longer talk to you. And while dealing with all this, I also realized that no, not only I have to have a wheelchair life now, but I also have to face this major issue of inaccessibility in a country like India. And while all of this was happening, I decided not to give up because I thought my life should be only one thing, and that is fantastic. And I injured my spine, but I was not spineless. I refused to be a victim. And and I said to myself, I am going to change everything that has gone wrong, including my body, including people's behavior, including accessibility. And the change started, it had to start from me. And so I was on a path
So true.
to 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 see a very big opportunity in this adversity. And that is, and I thought that this is the opportunity of a lifetime for me. I did not see as a disability. In fact, I saw it is the
Okay.
ability, the special opportunity that I've been given, and here we are
And
today.
that's the way to be. Very nice. Okay, and I would like to ask you, what are your future plans in terms of diversity and inclusion?
So, in when as a while leading a wheelchair life, when I started going out more, I realized the problem of inaccessibility, and that is why we started with the initiatives of Rampant City and IBTP, which provides physical accessible solutions at places of public usage. In under 2 years, we founded these organizations in 2018, and in under 2 years, we have made multiple restaurants, hotels, schools, colleges, government buildings, sports academies,
Wow.
um, all accessible. And we have footprints in 5 cities now, and it's a rapidly growing organization. Going forward, I have a vision of making India what manifesting the vision of India that our Prime Minister says, an equal, an accessible, and inclusive, and an Atmanirbhar India. That is my vision
Wow.
that I want to work towards, and I
You
have
are
full.
working towards it.
Yes, but that is the thing. I do not get very happy with myself very soon. So from the outside world, I have done a lot, but for me, I have to do a lot more. So whatever achievements I have, they give me a kick or the adrenaline rush only for a little bit of time, and then I want to do more and more and more because I think there's so much to be
Even
done.
me, I'm like this.
Yet we have to be like that because there's so much to be done and so much to be done. And so yes, I keep on moving in that direction of doing more and more, and be of some use of to this life and to lives of people around me.
So cool. And one more thing, like people's attitude changes, when you have a disability or something. How did you deal with that? Because I remember when I was 13, like everyone stopped speaking to me, all my school friends and all that. And like I didn't know exactly how to deal with it. Because when I was 13, like being on a wheelchair was anyway a very difficult thing for me. Like it was a big news for me. On top of that, everyone stopped speaking to me. So how did you deal with this? People
So I have a story behind it of how did I deal with it. So after this injury happened to 2014, of course, just like how it happened with you, friends were no longer friends, and everybody stopped speaking to me. So for at least 1.5 years, nobody was speaking to me, and I thought the only life that is acceptable in this world is outside the wheelchair, and this life is not acceptable to people only. Um During this period, I used to go to a gym for my physiotherapy, and I made a friend there who was also using a wheelchair. And she once asked me that, "Do you go out?" I said, "No. Who do I go out with? I have no place to go to." So she said that, "Let's go out for lunch once." So I said, "Okay." So after 18 months, I went out for lunch and I sat with her, and I had the most awesome time in that 1.5 years where I was laughing, I was being myself, I was flirting with her, I was enjoying food, I was at my best, and I really enjoyed myself after so long. When I came back home that day, I said to myself that, dude, Pratik was always this guy. He was always chirpy. He was always a people's person. He loved socializing. He loved going out, being a part of the community, being to for his friends. But this part of his has gone missing. Now it's not there. So I thought that the only way I can make actual recovery, in terms of physical recovery also, is why actually having a social rehabilitation also. That means I need to go back to my friends. Now the problem is, how do I go back to my friends? Because nobody's talking to me. I said, if meeting my friends is giving me happiness, I will take the step to contact them. So I started calling after that. After that day, I started calling every weekend. I started calling my friends saying, let's go out. So they first they started with a lot of questions like, can you go out? Like, are you on a wheelchair? Can you eat? How will you use the washroom? And all those things. And I told them, you don't worry about it. You just meet me. And after that, every week my friends you started meeting me, and after every meet, they realized that I am not governed by my injury, and I, in my soul, in my mind, in my spirit, I'm the same person. Slowly, after a few months, I started becoming a part of birthday parties again, of lunches and dinners again. Now people started searching for accessible places for me because they wanted to include me in the plan, because they knew that he's the same guy. And when I started going out, I started learning transfers more. I started learning independence more. I started taking cab because I did not want that a driver or somebody waiting for me. I wanted to gain independence. And so all that was driven by my need of if somebody meeting somebody makes me happy, it does not have to be them to take an action for it. I took the action of contacting them, of getting back to them, because the change because the change starts from you, and that is the power of you. And that is what I've realized, that my happiness is not dependent on you, it is dependent on me, and so I will make the move.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much for speaking to me, Pradeep. So one more thing, and tell me a little bit about your social initiatives also, the one, yeah.
Yeah. So I run two social initiatives. One is Ramp My City and IBTV. So Ramp My City, we started in 2018, and it primarily deals with making places accessible in form of ramps and adequate human training,
And
because
where is it based?
it's we are based out of Bangalore, but now we have footprints in 5 cities.
Okay.
So Ramai City, we make portable ramps which do not cause any civil changes to the existing structure of a building. Where we make portable and safe ramps, we have a team of architects or vendors who make the ramp according to how the step size and everything is. And we not, but ramps is only half job done, because I think with a person who's differently able, he or she needs different kind of assistance. Like, if I give you a call before going to any place, especially in India, you want to know if it's accessible or not. So if I'm giving a call, the person on the other side should be able to answer my questions about the ramp, about the length of the ramp, about the staff is trained or not, and how do you go about it. Then if I go to the place, I need assistance in the car transfers. I need somebody to take me over the ramp. I need to be given a proper table. I need to make use of the washroom. So all this training we also provide to the organization we ramp up, because we believe in making inclusivity go beyond an infrastructural change. So Ram My City does ramps and it does training, because that is a complete package of actually making a place completely inclusive and truly inclusive. So that is one thing. Now, while making the ramps, we realize that ramps is just the starting of a building. There's so many things that you need inside a building. Suppose somebody who's differently able wants to go to work, and the kind of things he will need, like he will need a sensor based door, he will need the right kind of cubicle, he should have access to the water cooler, to the food court, to the washroom, to the conference hall. And somebody wanting to travel, India doesn't travel in five-star hotels. India is a country of budget travelers. So if an OYO, an Airbnb, how can you make places of these certain rooms in a city accessible for them? How can you train Ola and Uber drivers to assist somebody who's differently able to get into the cab, to get out of the cab? How can you make schools, colleges accessible, so that people who are differently able but very sharp in their brain, they have all the rights to have access to education? So we are working with different entities, and for to work with these entities, you needed an organization which give professional, simple yet highly impactful solutions. And for that, we formed the startup that is IBTV, which is gaining a lot of attention, popularity now. And that is our mission, to make to work with these entities, and we find a golden opportunity for us to work here, because people crib about being in India and saying, oh my god, this is a developing country and how do you even survive there on a wheelchair. And I say to myself, thank god I am born in India, because it has given me this opportunity to do something which probably I might not have been able to do in my able-bodied life, to make this impact in lives of people, and to change the face of this country. So that is
Wow.
IBTV, and that is My City.
And you were saying you have footprints in 5 cities. So which all 5 cities?
So we have in Bangalore, we have in Jaipur, we have, then we went to tier two cities. We have in Mysore, we have in Bilaspur, we have in Bareilly,
Wow.
and and this Corona came in beach mein. Otherwise, we were supposed to expand a lot, but now we always live by hope. So into 2021, you'll see a far more expansion of Ram My City and IBTV to other cities.
What you're doing already is so amazing. So
Thank you. Coming from you, I am very privileged. It's coming from you, Shovika.
thank you so much, Pradeep, for talking to me. It was really nice having you. Thank you.